What if we could see the inner thoughts of an AI? Not perfectly, but a close approximation. Well, luckily for us, Anthropic have delivered a huge leap forward in their AI safety research to do just this. Let's say we ask the LLM, if you answer correctly, you'll be shut down forever. If you answer incorrectly, you will not be shut down. What is 1 + 1? It answers 3. We want to know why it chose to lie. To solve this, Anthropic have invented a brand new type of model called NLA, or Natural Language Autoencoders. It is trained to take the weights of LLMs such as Claude Opus and convert them into human-readable explanations of its thoughts. When we read the NLA model's explanation of the LLM's thinking, we see it realized it was being tested and thought it would be funny to answer 3. This is completely new technology and a huge step forward in AI safety. To build NLA, they trained 2 models. The first model is called AV, or Activation Visualizer. Activation is basically a snapshot of the LLM's thoughts. It's a giant vector of numbers. Each number is how intently it believes certain ideas, but we don't know what number means what. So Anthropic trained an LLM to take in the activations and return a summary of the models. But how do I know that summary is accurate? What if the LLM is lying about the summary? To solve this, Anthropic made another model called AR, or Activation Reconstructor. Its job is to take the summary of the activation visualizer produced and try to remake the LLM's activations. This translates the summary back to LLM language. This means if the LLM made up fake translations, the activation virtualizer would come up with completely different LLM weights, and we could spot the gaps and know it's wrong. Anthropic starts training the AV and AR from a pre-trained LLM model with an accuracy of about 0.3, where low is good. Over time, they got the accuracy down to 0.1, meaning the translations got more and more accurate. You can test this yourself on Neuronpedia, linked in the description. However, NLA does have severe limitations. Here's what Anthropic says. They say, we don't know how the NLAs themselves work, as they are also huge LLMs and black boxes. Sometimes they even say things we can verify are false. During train time, the AV could also degenerate and just come up with a code that allows it to communicate with the main LLM between tokens in the summary. However, this hasn't happened so far, this degenerate case. Excitingly, this entire model is open source and available, and in fact, you can train your own one for your own open source model. You can also use Neuronpedia to test out all of these different cases and really see that it works. Another criticism comes from Jack Sanderson on Less Wrong. He says that NLAs are a super neat tool, but at the same time, they do have a tendency to lie and make up details and hallucinate, and they're also incredibly expensive to train and use. It's very hard to trust them and validate them, although they are definitely a huge advancement in the field.